family drama is a given this time of year,
dramatic
right?
pause right there, yes.
It's a given. But for some families, there's a lot more conflict.
Yeah, the reason is parents who are splitting up, they're splitting time with their kids. Our next guest has literally written the book on split parenting. Gabriella Pomare's book, The Collaborative Co-Parent, explores the unexpected obstacles that come up with kids when parents are no longer together. Welcome to the studio.
Thank you. That seems like an oxymoron, collaborative co-parenting.
Absolutely. Welcome to Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. So this is a big topic, obviously. There are a lot of families who deal with this all the time. And you say this all comes down to one simple question you should ask yourself. What is that question?
What is best for my kids? And I think we forget that this time of year. We start to make it about us as parents, Christmas, Thanksgiving. But the reality is, every decision you make, the forefront of your mind needs to be, what's going to benefit my children?
Yeah, you got to let go of the ego maybe, right?
That's right, and the conflict.
One of the things you say in your book is you have to plan ahead, right? So these events are coming up, the holidays are coming around, so start planning. Absolutely.
So if you can't do it months out, I think this is a good time to start. Thanksgiving is around the corner and Christmas is coming up. So if you can't have Christmas every year, alternate. What a lot of parents do is 1 year Christmas lunch and the other year Christmas dinner, right? So every odd and even year you're changing. And for Thanksgiving, if your other co-parent is taking your child away, if you're traveling across state, celebrate on another day. It doesn't have to necessarily be that day. Children don't remember the date, they remember the memory, the experience you gave them.
Also, the younger they are, they have no idea if it's the 25th of December or the 22nd.
My son would have no idea. I do Christmas, usually Christmas Eve, and we unwrap presents then, and he's just as excited.
And you could almost make them feel like they're lucky that they have sort of like two celebrations and a much larger family to be able to celebrate.
And aren't they?
Lovers.
They get double of everything, and that's how you need to frame it.
It is quality, and it can be quantity also.
So I think you have to remember that it's about the time you're having, making it meaningful and memorable. It's not about being fair, and it's not about being equal. And as a co-parent, that's something you need to learn.
Okay. You talk about creating new traditions. That was one thing, right? Is just to like flip-flop the holidays. Any other traditions that you've heard out there of ways that co-parenting can be valuable for the kids?
Everything sort of becomes new. So a lot of parents create their own new traditions. So for example, we spoke about Christmas Eve. Get those matching pajamas, maybe an ornament that travels between two homes. A lot of co-parents have a joint letter from Santa Claus, for example. Make it a movie night. So it might be that every year your children know that on Christmas Eve or the day before that, they come over, they watch Home Alone, as an example. And that's the new tradition. So as long as they're excited and they feel like that moment is being made special for them, they'll remember that.
I think like just even in a regular family, if the parents are together, there's this pressure of like making sure everything is perfect. And I think we put that pressure on ourselves, of course, right? And so it's really important to remind ourselves, regardless of what the family dynamic is that there is no such thing as perfect.
There's no perfect parent. There's no perfect co-parent. I am not a perfect co-parent. I have had to learn over several years. It's a journey. Separation is a journey. So I think what you have to remember is not every moment will be perfect over the holidays, but what you need to do is be flexible. Planes will be cancelled. Your other parent will probably drop off your child a little bit late. You can't let that anger you. Emotions run high during the holiday period, so calm down, take a breath. And remember, your children are always watching, and you're modelling that behavior.
They are watching, and children, even young children, are a lot smarter than you think. They're a lot more intuitive, you think, and they are really learning by example. So you really are certainly setting the example of how your child is going to grow up, what kind of a person your child's going to be.
Yeah, I talk about that in my book. I say the messages you send matter the most. They can see the eye roll, they can see the shrug of the shoulders.
They feel it.
Yeah, they know what's going on. So really it's how you speak to your co-parent, it's that respect you show, and you don't have to be best friends, you're probably not going to be, but you can model for your children really respectful behaviour and positive communication.
I know, I think you're right, Bob. I think even when they're young, they pick up so much on the tone, and even if you think, oh, like I'm being tricky in how I'm phrasing it, they won't catch on. They do, and they remember.
That's right, and then that frames their future holidays. So I think you've got to remember that social science tells us how a child experiences their parents' divorce shapes them. So make it important, make it special for them, and get rid of the conflict.
Okay. It almost seems easier said than done. But we get a good start here by reading your book here. It's Gabriella's book is called The Collaborative Co-Parent, and it's available now where books are sold.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thanks for having me. It's been great.
Of course.